Hello. It's still going. It's that weird part. It's weird. Tiny Tim's a little weird.
Do you like how you have to reach over? Oh my God, I just did what I hated. I just did what I hated.
Oh God, this is going to be a long show, I think.
No, it's not going to be a long show. It's going to be a good show. No, I'm done. Okay. I'm done being self-conscious. And I listened to last week's show, and it was pathetic, and I sucked. And
how do you
listen
to it?
I listened to it. Tyler posted it. Tyler posted it, and I put it on while I was working.
Is it simple?
I despise. Yeah, it's one click, but I despise.
Is there any way you can download it?
The way I sound. You're asking me too many questions.
Can I put it on my iPhone and play it in my car when I got friends in the car? I don't think so. Listen to me and listen to me.
I don't think so.
I'm going to talk while I'm talking.
I don't think so. But that would be great.
No, that would be awful. Actually, that guy Scott Farrell that I broke into radio with. Broke into radio. Like, this is my dream. But I when I lived with him for a couple of weeks, he would do that. He'd play his tapes. Wait, tapes.
Did I know you lived with him? I had no idea.
I lived with him for 2 weeks because my car, literally, like the engine block exploded at work. So he's like, just live with me, no problem, 2 weeks.
Hey, can I tell you?
He would drive me to work, and he'd play the previous night's show, and he would talk all the way through it. So I heard nothing but Scott Farrell and Scott Farrell.
That's so weird that someone would do that.
Scott's a great guy. But
I want to mention that I just got one of my favorite. I have a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff in my life. And one of my favorite things of all time was given to me tonight when Dr. Drew wrote me a prescription for me to get my head out of my ass.
He was very pleased with himself. He could not.
Drew could
not wait. I get out of the car tonight. He's waiting for me outside. He's like, "Where's Mike?"
I was so happy that he gave me that.
And then he came in on every break. Like, I thought Mike said he was coming by. I'm like, what is the deal, Drew? What do you need to do?
Hey, how much Del Taco do we have left, by the way?
A lot. And he says, I got to give him this prescription. I got to give it to him. I'm like, is he sick? Does he need to go get medication? He's like, no. And he hands it to me with a giant shit grin on his face.
I love it.
Are all the people from the previous show gone?
Why are you waiting for the love train, the ice cold love train to come by?
The love train.
People all over the world.
I can't perform with that motivation. I can't perform.
All right. First thing I'd like to say.
We should start by saying hello. Welcome to the Loveline After Show, whatever the hell it's called.
Post-Loveline Disaster.
Whatever it's called.
Which it's been.
Okay, it's a post-Loveline Disaster. We're just going to go with that?
Well, I also want to make an announcement tonight.
All right.
That after listening to last week's show.
Which you shouldn't have done.
I should. First of all, it was horrendous. That I hear things that other people do on other podcasts that infuriate me and make my blood boil, and I did all of them, including this constant smirking and giggling after stupid comments that aren't funny at all, just out of sheer. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, I thought it was. I thought this week I was supposed to buy the beer.
Tyler had some leftover because he's.
Thank you, Tyler.
He's
appreciate it.
College kid.
An 18-year-old just brought us beers.
It's awesome, isn't it? They taste that much better.
It does.
When it's from.
It does.
It's like the reverse thing. Like, I like to stand outside of liquor stores and ask young kids to try and buy beer from me illegally.
Just try. Try. You have a fake ID? I'll get you one.
Because it tastes that much better if you know it's been
Hey, I got a Twitter
been acquired illegally.
A direct message on Twitter today from somebody that sort of upset me because I don't want to come off as this guy. I don't care that I say super rude, offensive things, but this one sort of bugged me, and somebody said, it kind of chills me every time you mention kids, even though it's funny. But
here's the thing.
Like, I don't mention kids in a bad or sexual way. I just mention kids in a way I like to exterminate them off the planet.
Like to perform genocide.
But I just want to let it be known that I don't have any disdain towards kids in reality. I love my niece and my nephew more than any other living beings on the planet. And I also want to point out that I think child molesters are worse than murderers in all cases. There's no exceptions.
When you were on the film vault with me a few weeks ago, and I was trying to.
That was a bad episode too. I effed up that one.
And I was trying to make an
argument.
argument.
Let me have a sip of this beer.
I actually came out and said, "Listen, guys, I don't like rape. I like rape in movies because it makes you think." And
but it doesn't. It makes me think.
And you called me out on that, and you said, you're in trouble if you're actually explaining on a podcast that you actually don't like rape, and you're doing the same thing. You're explaining that you don't.
Well, I want people to understand that I'm fully aware of the fact that I sucked last week, and that was unlistenable. And if I were me listening to me, I would never listen to this again.
Why did you not respond?
Did I just lisp? That's even worse.
Why did you not respond to my text? I got a
I
very
respond
long
to all your
text.
texts.
No, you didn't.
I'll tell you off the air.
Look at the fire in his eyes. He's fired up.
There's a reason. There's some girls been sending me sexual texts.
Yeah, I got not that one. I'm not talking about that one.
And I disabled my texting because I don't want it to show up.
That's a whole
for no reason.
Story.
And it's not any.
I'm talking about the one you listening to our podcast somehow. I don't know how you do that, but you listened to it.
And you said Christ.
And I just said Christ. That was my response.
How do I respond to that?
It was
I poured my guts out to you, and you're like Christ. Like, oh, jackass. How am I going to go, oh, yeah, I want more. Hey, let me come back for
I almost put an
seconds.
"Oh Christ" in the beginning.
No, you should have.
I didn't. I just put the Christ.
But I'm not saying this to be humble or to be, it was horrible. It was friggin' horrible.
No, it was
so I
not
decided, by the way.
It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. You didn't love it, and it was
lived
bad.
it.
And let me tell you something else. I was at a family event on Sunday, and a relative that I rarely see who does follow me on Facebook, even though some of my relatives have dropped me on Facebook because they say I'm too offensive. And I go, yeah, I go, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything on Facebook, but I'm just going to say whatever comes to mind. She goes, you're just an asshole. And she goes, that's all right. I'm not going to unfriend you. She goes, you're just an asshole. It's simple.
It's not a terrible thing. The girl today, she explained to me I was explaining to Tyler earlier tonight. We have a guard here named Reggie, and I kind of yelled at Reggie last night. Not being an asshole. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyways, I explained the story to because I feel a little guilty today. But Reg is a pain in the ass. There's a lot to Reggie.
What?
Huh? But I started to yell about Reggie.
Here I go giggling. That's a great impression, though. That was friggin' crazy good.
It sounds just like him, right?
What?
Huh?
What? That was awesome.
But I started yelling about him on Crenshaw, which is in a bad part of Los Angeles. I have no idea why. I found Reggie while I was there.
Hell yeah.
And then I didn't stop bitching about him until I got to Lincoln, which it's a good 40 blocks.
Why are you in both those bad neighborhoods?
Because I live by Lincoln. F you. So, anyways, it was some good 40 blocks of bitching about Reggie. And then I said, should I feel bad? And to the girl.
Okay.
To Jillian. And Jillian says, you know what? You're just an asshole, and that's okay. She goes,
you're not
an asshole to me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And actually, girls like that. They like it when you're an asshole to everyone but them. That makes them like it.
I'm feeling left out because no one told me that I was an asshole this week.
You're not, though.
You're kind of a prick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why you're on the other side of the glass, and we're the stars of the show.
Hey, you're not on.
That was the worst thing I ever said to Tyler because he clearly could carry.
Hey, you're not on Loveline. How are you?
Oh, cool.
Really?
I just wanted to say I really enjoyed the show.
Awesome. You're my favorite caller ever.
About
oh, really?
Do you have a question for Serge?
No. I just wanted to call. I just thought it's funny. You guys are so modest all the time. You say the show sucks and whatnot. It's really funny.
Oh,
you are talking about us.
He's calling for the. Watch this. He's calling for the post Loveline disaster.
Yeah, the post Loveline disaster.
PLD. The kids are calling it.
Please,
PLD.
No one is calling it that.
I do appreciate this call a lot, but please tell me you're not the same guy that called last week.
No.
Oh, awesome.
No. I'm the guy who emails you all the time that says I can't hear the show or the show's not on or I miss Anderson.
Wait, I have a secret email address. You email me?
No, just the Loveline show, like the producer and whatnot.
That's
Don't answer those emails.
Tyler, you're fine.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, that's awesome. I
really
appreciate
it. You guys are very modest. Say like no one's listening, but it's a good show.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
It's not modest. It's just factual.
And that's not me. That's Mike.
It's kind of factual. I have a self-esteem problem, and I also think I suck.
Well, today
and
on
I'm
the
not
show,
saying that to be. I'm not trying to be.
No, I think you're really funny. Like a lot of people think you're mean, and they get offended. I like you were just saying.
Wait, what do you mean by a lot?
Offending people?
There I go, being self-conscious.
No. I think you're funny. Like you have a really specific type of humor. Like
I don't mean to. I don't want to be
mean.
mean. I don't want to be mean, honestly.
What's good about Mike is he never cuts people off, especially when they're complimenting him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's kissing his ass, right?
Yeah, but I agree. Mike is hilarious. If you could only follow one person on Twitter, it would be Mike. I think I've said that before.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I was wondering. So what's the title of the show yet? Have you guys gotten one?
Yeah, we just made it official with you. We said welcome to the post Loveline disaster.
No.
Hey Tyler, go fuck yourself.
What's your name?
Wow.
We could call it that.
What's your name?
My name's Sean.
Sean. Where are you from?
Sean.
Hey Tyler, I got a new thing too. I'm going to cuss all the time.
I'm talking to Sean, you guys.
I know, but I'm talking to Tyler. I'm going to cuss all the time. I need you to cut all the cuss words because we're not supposed to cuss.
Yeah, and I'm going to say cuss words in French.
Voulez-vous français?
Déjà fait la chanson dans garçon?
Sean and Mike.
I was just curious where you're from.
By the way, Reggie just walked by and gave me a really weird look. I think he may have heard me talking earlier.
I have a feeling Reggie might listen to us.
Okay, and go.
All right, Sean, you're on the air.
Yeah. I was just saying. So the post Loveline disaster. Huh?
Yeah.
No, you already said that. But where are you from?
What do you think? She's from Kansas.
I'm from Phoenix.
Okay, groovy. I'm from Tucson.
Oh, no way.
Wait.
You guys can talk off air. I love it. Thanks
for
calling
Sean.
in,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You guys are going to hook up in between Phoenix and Tucson next time you guys.
Oh, look at the phones lighting up.
Yeah.
Really?
All right. There's. We're going to go to 5.
Your eyes are lighting up.
Let's see how many are actually calling us. Hey, you're not calling Loveline. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself there?
Who are you calling
groovy.
for?
I had a question for Serge. I wanted to know about...
Sorry, buddy. Serge
I'll
took
pretend
off.
like I'm Serge.
Hey, you're not calling Loveline. How are you?
Good. How are yourself?
Good. Who are you calling for?
I'm calling for Dr. Drew.
Oh, that's painful. He's not here.
Hey, wait.
Hey.
Here, I got an idea. Let's pretend like I'm a guest and I'm Tom Waits. Ask me what I think of the show.
Tom Waits. That's a weird one. What do you think of the show, Tom?
Yeah, man, I think this show's terrible. You guys suck.
See, Mike just wants to perpetuate the show sucks.
What?
But he wants to do it as characters.
I don't even do characters. Oh no, my girlfriend just texted me.
Hey, so Line, you're on the air. It's the last call, and then I'm going to turn it over to Tyler.
So
She's
my question is that, like, my boyfriend bites me.
Whose brother is your uncle?
Is he watching that vampire
Tyler,
show?
there's a thing called timing. You'll learn it in time.
Wait, go back to this girl.
I'm
My boyfriend bites
anti-timing.
her.
That's my comedy, is anti-timing.
So, so the biting boyfriend. Go on.
And so, like, I was just wondering if that, like, is healthy.
Yep, totally healthy. See you next call. No, it's not healthy. Who bite? No one bites.
Does he break
If a
the
dog
skin?
bites you, that's not healthy. Let alone if a bat bites you, that's not healthy.
All right, with the bat.
Even though there's a great Accept song called "Screaming for a Love Bite," which I love.
First of all, what's your name?
Evan.
Evan.
Are you in a John Hughes film? Because he always names girls boy names and boys girl names.
No.
Have you noticed that?
She's not in a John Hughes film. She just affirmed that. Evan, does he break the skin?
No.
Well, that's
But
good.
I do get bruises.
Do you tell him to stop and he continues to munch?
Sometimes.
Well, you should come up with a safe word and say, when I say this word, whatever word you want it to be, and then if he continues to bite, then get pissed.
Hey, how old are you guys?
But if he's not breaking the skin and it doesn't really hurt you, it's not a big deal. I got my best friend in the world, actually. He bites his wife all the time. And apparently they called Dr. Drew like 15 years ago when the Loveline TV show was on MTV and got through. And Drew went on some long diatribe about how that means he was abused as a child. And I'm not trying to I know Drew's not here to defend himself, but Drew's not always 100% right. And he went on about how this kid was disturbed and this and that. It's my best friend. Turns out I grew up with the kid. He was not abused as a child. Some people just like to bite. They get really into it. Play the Probst thing. Probst.
Wait, how old are you?
18.
You know what?
See, that's legal biting age. She's fine.
No, it's not. I think this is a problem. I don't think he knows what he's doing. How old's your boyfriend?
18.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks he thinks he's being sexy, and he's not.
Hold on by biting.
Well, does him being bipolar have to do anything with it?
Oh, well, now this is a whole new ballgame. Call Sunday night when Dr.
Yeah,
Drew
you know what? That probably has something to do with it. Hey, by the way, I just wanted to show people the setting.
Enjoy it.
I want to show people the setting we're in right now, so I'm going to take pictures and try to upload them even though there's no connection. I just took a picture of the fabulous Westwood One sign in the corner, which is so friggin' cheesy.
I think people have seen enough of the studio.
No, they're going to get more. I'm going to keep uploading things on
I
Twitter.
shoot video in here.
Mike Carano, Twitter /Mike Carano.
So I think the key to the show, Mike, if we want to move forward, first of all, turn me up a little bit, Tyler, if you would. Thanks, buddy.
I'm at a great volume. Thanks, Tyler.
Couple things. One, the key to the show is zero preparation, which I think
I've done no preparation.
Yeah,
I've done nothing but have. I had 3 glasses of wine at the club, and I walked around angry and yelled at people about bull crap.
About bull crap.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'd like to say that I got an email about the show from our big boss.
Oh,
and it was just titled, I knew this would upset you. And it was from Max, who runs programming.
He didn't listen to it, did he?
He's pretty much the program director of all of Westwood One.
It said, "What's with all the giggling?"
I hate you guys. I'm trying not to laugh ever.
What?
This is the new me. Let's go back to me doing Tom Waits. I don't even know what Tom Waits sounds like.
It was
when he's
just
talking,
titled.
But I assume it's like, what's going on?
He talks like that. Haven't you seen
Take
Shortcuts?
another caller. Yeah.
Haven't you seen
Yeah.
Down by Law?
Yeah,
He's
Down by
in
Law
all those
sucks.
movies. What? Out.
Yeah,
I need a new co-host. Tyler, do
boring.
you like Down by Law?
Boring.
Yes, I love it.
He's like the white Benicio del
I bought
Toro.
the
Get F off.
I bought the Criterion collection of that movie, and I think I can't even.
Why would you buy it?
Because I heard it was fantastic.
And
I
you'd buy
can't
like the
even get through
$90
it.
version?
I can't
What's wrong
get
with you?
through it.
All right, so I got a email from the boss,
Yeah.
and it was just titled After Show. And I thought, we're in trouble here.
Yeah, I wish
We're done.
you wouldn't bring this up right now because I'm already in a contemptuous, bad mood.
And Max continued to go on and say, like the show. Mike sounds like his mic is weird. Your mic sounds fine. That's something that I do in post.
That was last week, probably.
to
Yeah,
make you sound worse.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I f with the pictures I take of you, and I make you look really, really fat.
And then he came out. He suggested we not use the word disaster in the title, and then went on to say that if you do use disaster, let's go with post Loveline disaster. And that was it. And I assume that was all he listened to.
Wow,
And-
I'm so embarrassed that Max listened to
Hey,
the
Max.
show.
What could I say?
Okay, now I need to pick up. I need to pick up the pace and make this more entertaining on my.
No,
part
I think they
because-
listened to the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but the
to be
first 30
honest.
was terrible. I was giggling and laughing, and it was so unprofessional. Plus, we used a lot of profanity.
Max, email me with a secret sound effect. Play it again, Tyler, if you would.
Is that a kid riding a skateboard downstairs? I don't know what that noise is.
No, you don't, really?
I don't.
I'm glad that you didn't play the coughing. I never played the coughing either. I always cut it short because the coughing is gay.
But yes,
Max, send me an email with what the secret sound effect was there. If you listen to this much of it, I don't think he ever will. But that reminds you, you try not to laugh anymore. This is a true story. I knew a girl. I was dating this girl, and her best friend was from Newport Beach, and she was extraordinarily self-conscious.
Yeah,
you can understand that way.
Nope, I'm Mr. Confident.
And we were hanging around drinking one night and talking, and everyone was laughing. And I noticed she laughed like this. You can't see my face, but it sounded like this. And my friend and I, Mickey and I, were like, "What is wrong with this girl?" So we have so many drinks that we just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to ask her." I said, "Why do you laugh like Mr. Ed on opiates?" And she says, I recently read in a magazine that if you laugh a lot, you get laugh wrinkles, and I'm a nervous." She's a beautiful girl.
Oh, that's
perfect
fantastic.
Skin.
So she was altering her natural
she
laugh
had been for
to not flex her face?
Right. And her best friend, who I was dating at the time,
is awesome.
said that she had been doing it for about a month, and she would laugh like, because she didn't want to.
In that case, here's my new laugh. I don't want to wrinkle my face. That's funny.
Yes, Tyler.
I was actually watching with my mouth open. I wasn't actually going to say anything.
You know what? I'm going to try to talk like a ventriloquist, too, so I don't get wrinkles, even though I'm in my 40s.
So I had two very humiliating things happen.
Me, too.
Over the week.
Me, too.
Let's have a contest and see who was more humiliating. No, I had two very humiliating things happen.
Lay them on me, because I don't think I can match it.
And I feel like I shouldn't even talk about the one. I felt like I should never bring this up again, but I'm like, you know what? What better place than here?
Yeah. Lay it on me. On us.
All right, I'm going to go with the first, which happened.
Okay, that's a good place to start.
Tonight, I was at this thing. I was on this committee, and we had to read sheets.
My sister had a T-shirt when she was a kid that said "Itty Bitty Titty Committee" on it. My mom was really religious and wouldn't let her wear it.
Because Jesus,
I know that's off topic. Yeah, that's totally
Jesus created the small-breasted woman.
Jesus doesn't approve of sex, by the way.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you were on a committee.
Why is he always naked then?
Which I find hard to believe. He's not naked. He's wearing a loincloth.
He's wearing a nice red sash.
That was added by the uptight American.
I know.
He's usually donging it. Wow, we just lost at least one listener.
God, I hope so.
They're talking about Jesus' dog on the after show.
Now we lost our southern
That
listener.
could be the name of the show, Jesus' Dong.
We lost our Christian listener and our southern listener. So I was on this committee today, and we're picking winners for recipients of this award.
I can't listen to the story without thinking about Max judging me.
Don't talk.
Sorry.
Max Headroom?
Yeah, exactly.
MK, Max Krasny, our big boss. So we read, and all the recipients, or all the would-be recipients who we're picking on this committee, have been nominated by various people, and the nominations are written, handwritten or typed. And we're reading all these different
Can you
nominations.
give me some more details on this? The committee, the recipients, in regards to what?
It's an award. It has to do with my camp, and every
got it.
People get nominated. So we're reading through them, and there's a lot of things wrong with the committee and the whole thing. And I mean, one of the main things that's wrong with it is it's an award system that I don't want to get into all that. But anyways, I wrote in a submission to nominate someone like
one of your kids,
one of my peers,
okay, got it.
Another counselor. And I sent it in like a month ago, and I didn't plan on being in the committee because of a long story, but I was on it like 3 years ago, and it was one of the worst things I'd ever done, and I said I'll never go back. But I decided to go back tonight because they were short and they really needed somebody. I said, I can do it, whatever. Stanley and I'll come by. So we're all reading the submissions, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, but my submission's in here, right? I'm one of the worst spellers ever. Punctuation is like my nemesis.
Well. My Twitter followers know that.
You made a comment on one of your 5 Minutes with Mike's about that lady that wrote the letter about the giraffe head and the commas.
Did you do that as well?
Every time I write commas now, I think of you talking about that. Thank you for that.
I wish I would have paid more attention in school because I know nothing about grammar, and it upsets me so much when I
missed like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, and that's where you learn all that stuff. Like, I still have a problem with D's and B's, which one goes where. Anyways, enough about me being mentally challenged. And I'm also dyslexic, which doesn't help. So I'm realizing that mine's floating around there somewhere, and it's totally anonymous, right? But I know that I'm in there, so I'm talking to the other 6 people that are reading these, and I ask, is anyone here like a grammar Nazi or a spelling Nazi? 3 girls sitting there, hands up. They're like, yes, totally am. I totally am. I'm like, oh god.
I think it's odd that you use the word Nazi. You could have said a specialist or well informed in regards to the English language.
It was a cool group. They were fun.
Is anyone here a grammar Klansman?
So we're losing our Jewish listeners as well now. Anyways, I asked, and 3 of them said yes, and then I heard one girl say, "You know what? This person needs a lot of help. Whoever wrote this," and I just knew it was mine. I knew it was mine.
And that screwed
and she
you
was
up
sitting
for the whole
right
day?
next to me.
That screwed you up?
She was sitting right next to me, and then I looked to the girl to my right, who I'm really good friends with, and I say, "She's reading mine, and she has no idea, and this is going to be awesome."
So you don't have to you don't have to sign those, or
no, but I couldn't just sit by and without taking credit. So she's going on, and I mean, it's getting worse and worse. She's like, "Look at how he tried to spell professional. Oh my god."
Okay.
And then she passes it on to the next girl, and the next girl's finding all these other errors.
Wait,
and they're only picking on mine. And then she goes, "And listen to how corny and cheesy it is."
First of all, you guys work with special needs kids.
Yes, I know. It gets a little bit...
And she's judging you for your writing.
I shouldn't be divulging all this information. But anyways, I'm just sitting there, and like there is perspiration forming on my brow. And I'm thinking, this is awful because I cannot... I've already
divulged
performing
on your brow?
Perspiration.
Evita?
And I already divulged the information to the girl to my right. And I felt...
I didn't laugh.
I had to... Velveeta?
I said, well, you said there's perspiration performing on my brow, and I said, what was it performing, Evita?
I think that's the musical?
Mm-hmm.
It was not performing, it was forming.
I know, you misspoke.
Another email from Max. Yeah, enough of the puns about perspiration on the forehead.
He does sound a little bit like that.
Don't badmouth the guy that lets me still come in here after last week's horrible performance.
I let them continue to just pick apart my little letter that I wrote to nominate a peer to win an award.
You know what?
And then I proceeded to tell them that, yes, that is in fact my, I wrote that. How do you feel now? And I made fun of USC, because that's where they went. And then I proceeded to play Adam Sandler's at a medium pace for everyone, and it was very uncomfortable.
Okay, let's
that is the most uncomfortable song you've
You and I can't speak for Tyler necessarily, because I have a feeling you might not be in the same boat as we are. The boat to Coolsville.
But that's uncomfortable, right?
But yeah, absolutely, that would
humiliate.
That would f me up.
And I think most people
days.
would just duck and say, "You know what? I'm not gonna own that piece of paper that they're making fun of."
When we opened the show and I talked about how horrible I thought I was on last week's show, I wasn't being facetious and I was not kidding.
Let it go.
No, but listen, that really emotionally screwed me up for probably 2 days, like where I was just super depressed, and I thought, why am I even coming in here? Because this is not entertaining. It's horrible.
Frankly, I'm kind of surprised you showed up tonight.
Well,
yeah, the over/under.
Of course, I'm going to show up because I'm a semi-professional.
Yes, Lion didn't have you coming in tonight.
But no, it was really troubling. And why are you and I like that? And I hate the fact that we're like that. And I hate
like
the fact, our self-esteem is so.
Why are you dragging me into this? I'm fine.
Because you just talked about how you got judged for your grammar and it screwed you up.
Oh well, no.
Don't try to back out of this.
It's because it's like
don't try to back out of the you and I are depressed.
They were making fun of something, but they had no idea it was me, and it was right in front of me, and that was just kind of an odd... Like, my name at camp is Ace, which is really, really gay. I understand that, and it's a long story, but a bunch of gangster kids were calling me A when I started camp 15 years ago, because Anderson's too much for them, and then some other counselors thought they were saying Ace, so they started calling me Ace, and it stuck.
And honestly,
it stick? It's really easy to write. I feel weird talking to kids going, "Hello, my name's Anderson."
I know, but also, isn't that a little too close to Corolla's nickname?
That was before I even worked on Loveline.
Okay, got it. Wow, you've been going to that camp for a long time?
Yeah, a long time.
Holy smokes, I don't mean to sound
but this
like
has happened a few
dick,
times.
But
what?
I kind of assumed you did that afterwards to sort of cleanse your...
No, dude. Actually, I've become more of an asshole with age.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you very much, Tyler.
I don't think I can drink any more than this, but thank you.
It's good because he's underage and he's giving us...
We should drink hard liquor.
But as I was saying, a couple times, this has happened twice now at camp, where, because there's kind of a lot of staff there, people have been telling me stories that they heard about this guy named Anderson, terrible things that he did.
Was it
you?
I
think they're talking, while they're talking to me, who's Ace, or vice versa. And I was going, really? You heard that, did you? Really? He brought condoms to camp, did he?
Did you bring condoms to
camp?
No,
I got blamed for the condoms they found in the pool, but they weren't mine.
That is horrible.
No, were not mine.
Wow. Is that a caller? Oh, why'd you hang up on that person?
We didn't touch.
Tyler, how come you're not talking? Let's take another call then.
Hey, do you guys want to do a scientific taste test?
Sure, why not?
I've got a Keystone Light in there as well as a Coors Light.
No, that's too much work.
I'll drink both. Why do we not have phone? We need a phone screener. Oh, look at the calls are all lit up. Good.
Hey,
who's this?
One of these nights we need to sit down and talk about our depression because it's been affecting me in a big way lately, considering I stopped all my medication and I've been taking other drugs.
Yeah, your depression's affecting me right now.
Heck yeah, it should be. That's the way I like it, baby.
So that was humiliating story number one. You want to hear the other one? The other one I probably shouldn't say.
Well, I've made a commitment to be more honest on the show, not start stories I'm not going to finish, so I wish you would do the same.
Okay.
Hey, apparently that was Nasal Matt laughing.
I don't know who that is.
No, it was not.
Yeah, he just is in the chat room, says that was me. Let's see if they screen it out. No, we're not.
Well, why doesn't he come back on and
Talk
talk like a man?
Talk like a radio guy. Like a man. It's not all right, so I was at the LA County Fair a few days ago. And I don't know if you know. Do you know that about my broken back and how I broke my back a while ago, and it's always going to be broken. It's like you break your arm, it heals, and you're good. But I broke my back to the point where your spirit is broken. It's like my back's always
always going to be broken.
Much like your shattered spirit.
My ego.
To the point where they took a rib out and replaced some of my vertebrae with my rib, and I got all sorts of metal in there, and I got a computer.
What?
My back is...
What?
But I live a fairly normal life.
Hold on.
He has baby rib.
I like how you say you know about my back, and I don't know about your back, and now you're telling me all this crazy... Hey,
I got
you know about my head, right? You know that I have half my skull removed, right? And it's titanium?
No, that'd be awesome, though. That'd be cool.
You guys know that, right?
I set off the detectors at the
Hey, you guys know
airport.
I'm the flight attendant that jumped out of the JetBlue flight, right?
What?
You knew that, right?
No, you're in jail then. You're in jail.
No, he's not in jail.
He's going to be very soon.
No.
Anyway, so one of the main things that happens with my back is when I'm on my feet a lot, like you would be at the LA County Fair, walking for hours on end, my back starts...
Or if you're a professional basketball player.
My muscles start to let go of stop supporting my back, and you can actually see a bow in my back. Like I start to get a hunchback. Okay. So I've been going on rides all day.
Is this one of those topper stories? Because I might have a brain tumor.
No, it's not a topper story.
Okay, forget it.
So we go on this ride.
But I am getting an MRI on Monday.
I know. We're gonna. Are you? You got the money for it?
No.
You don't have a brain tumor.
Well, I have to get an MRI on Monday. The chances
of me having two co-hosts.
Hey, I know what the chances of my brain tumor are. I know what the chances, and they're much better than I thought they were.
1 in 10?
Yeah, something like that.
Can I tell my humiliating story, and then we'll talk about your near death?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about my brain tumor until after Monday to see if I have it, because my perspective is going to change. Right now. My perspective is going to change dramatically. I'm coming in here with dolphin shorts on and no clothes, which is weird for a straight guy.
Wait,
and
dolphin shorts are...
I don't know. I was just trying to be comfortable. Maybe a robe.
Are you wearing dolphin shorts now?
No.
So I've been going on rides.
But I will tell you this much: I realized about myself. I always thought I was a really super clean guy, and I take a lot of showers, and I never wear dirty clothes. But I let my underwear go till it's shredded. Today I'm looking at my underwear, and there's holes all over the place.
That just means you wash it a lot.
I know, but I should buy new underwear like every few months and just throw the old stuff away. But I'm wearing underwear that's just got holes on the sides. I don't know how we're out friction. It's disgusting. Go back to your story about your back.
On the sides or in the middle?
All over the place.
At least you're not rubbing your inner thighs.
No, I am. Oh, believe me. Oh, believe me.
Sashane, as Bill Burr says. Sashane with your creamy white thighs.
I gotta scratch them right now. I learned that when I was on the road for those 2 weeks, like last year or this year, whenever it was, and I started getting a rash between my balls and my legs, and I had to go buy Gold Bond cream, but I wasn't familiar with the whole aspect of getting a rash there.
Yeah, there's a video of you on.
Yeah, that's weird that I would post that. It's totally weird.
Posted a rashy ball video?
Yeah, I did.
And I watched it with my girl, and she was very turned off.
That video is so negative because I hated that trip, even though I love the people I was on it with, and I love the result of it. But I hated every minute of those 2 weeks. He's
not dropping names here, but...
I'm not going to drop any names, but I was on a...
Bobcat Goldthwait, famous, hilarious comedian, is one of the people that he's talking about.
But I'm in a movie that he shot, and it...
What's going on with that, by the way? It's a documentary.
No idea. I haven't spoken with Bobcat for some time.
Yeah.
But I love him.
He's strung out on drugs again?
No. Bob's fucking awesome.
Wow. Watch your language.
Sorry about that.
Hey, can we discuss some of the most hilarious comments?
Wait, I want to hear
your
your back thing real quick. What's?
Yeah, Tyler. We'll get to that in 1 second. I'm almost done. But this is awful. I'm purging. All right, I'm purging myself. So Jillian, the girl wants to go on one last ride, and we've been there for days. My back is bone in hours.
Why would you go to that fair, by the way, when the Orange County Fair is so much cooler?
I like the LA County Fair a lot. That's where I fell in love with pigs and decided that if humans and dogs mated, they would have pigs. That's what they look like. Pigs look like half dog, half human.
I almost got a pig.
I was watching them 2 years ago when I first went to LA County Fair, and I said, "We eat these? How do we eat these things? They look like Stanley."
I'll tell you how we eat them. They're
and my mom.
Delicious. So I almost got a miniature pig from England.
I stopped eating pigs,
and I was obsessed with it. And then Miranda made me watch a YouTube video of the breeder. Point is, I listen to the pigs online. No, they're noisy. They're always squealing, even though they're tiny. You
can get squeal collars. So every time they squeal,
I'm not gonna. How dare you tell me that eating bacon is bad, but you want me to put a shock collar on a little pig?
So we're going on one last ride because we only have like 20 tickets left or whatever, and it's like it was 108 degrees at one point during the day. It was a long, hard day. There was homies everywhere, Rudy's galore, if you're familiar with Rudy. And we're going on one last ride, and it's one of those things where the shoulder strap comes down over your head.
Yeah, it's metal. It's a big bar with covered in padding.
And it's one of these things where it takes you up and it spins you about and whatnot. And I was feeling nauseous, but I was trying to be a trooper because she loves the rides, and I was feeling really sick.
That sounds like an English guy explaining the ride. It takes you up and it spins you about.
It does. It spins you about. I'm half Canadian, so I got a little bit of it. So anyways, I'm being strapped in there, and he's got to come and push it so that it clicks.
Yeah.
And he pushes it, and I can feel my back just like crack and snap, crackle, pop. And he's a older Mexican homie dude. And he looks at me and he says, "Look, man, I think you're too big. You're too big, eh?
No
this
way.
thing's not going to lock, eh?" And it's one of these things where we're all sitting and staring at each other
That's
like
not
in a
even
big
possible,
circle.
Anderson, because you're
and then
not
he takes
even...
it and he pushes it again and he's saying, "Yeah, man, that last cerveza did it, eh? You're too big, eh?" And I'm like, "What?" And everyone is staring at me like the fat guy's got to get off the ride.
You're not even fat.
And I'm like, "It's not my belly." And he's like pointing at my stomach and he's like, "Oh, you got to get off, man."
That would screw me up big time. That would screw me up.
But then I said, "Let me try that one over there." So he put me on another seat away from Jillian, and that one snapped in just fine. But I was trying to explain to him my back is bowed and whatnot. And then the ride starts going, and it stops like 20 seconds in. It's kyphosis, which is where it bows out. If scoliosis is where it makes an S, it goes to the side. Mine goes out.
Is this something you just have to live with, or is there
I'm sure there's exercise and stuff, but that's for doctors to say, and I don't like to talk to them.
I don't even want to talk to them.
I never talk to doctors. I was in a hospital today. God, I can't decide if I like hospitals, prisons, or jails least. They're all... Hospitals, jails, or courts. They're all the same thing.
Hospitals, if you're not sick, are sort of fun because I've gone into hospitals to visit people and thought, I'm going to whip out my video camera, make a video, and that immediately comes to a screeching halt as soon as I take it out.
There's nothing fun about the hospital.
No, but it's funny to walk in on elderly people in hospital rooms and just start asking them questions. It's funny.
Just random elderly people?
I did it at Cedars.
Why? You were bored?
No, I went to visit a friend of mine who's in her 90s who was in Cedars probably a year ago. And I thought it would be funny to break out the iPhone and start videotaping things, and I was immediately asked to turn it off. Immediately, like 10 seconds
that's
in.
That's one reason to hate hospitals right there.
Yeah. No, I don't like them.
The person you were trying to videotape was dying.
There is no reason. There is no reason
lonely and
for
sad.
anybody to like a hospital. There's nothing
so
there
sterile,
but
and
sickness and
slippery
sterility and bad attitudes and ego and parking
bad
issues.
lighting.
Everything about them is not good.
You do get to see a lot of little ass crack, though. People aren't paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
My mom works in a hospital, and I rarely visit her because
I've seen her ass crack.
Even though she works in the only happy part of the hospital. There's only one happy wing of the hospital.
Yes, that's right. That's the
crematorium.
The airplane wing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The penis enlargement.
But the penis enlargement.
No, it's the nursery. It's where it's so funny because like 90% of the hospitals, like the last place you want to be, you got to go see your dying grandfather or husband just got in a car accident. But then there's like this wing where it's like everyone's skipping about and they got their cameras out and there's life and joy.
There's nice hospitals. My brother, a hospital my brother was in San Diego, part of UCSD. There's a new wing. Clearly paid for by some benefactor. It's stunning. It's got tile floors, and there's a piano player in the lobby, and it's really beautiful.
Piano player? Does he have a little tip jar out?
I promise you, there's a piano player in the lobby, just like Nordstrom's.
Does he have a tip jar?
He doesn't have a tip jar. You go by and just wing your discarded.
So I never want to discuss this again. This will never be brought up again.
Okay.
We'll never discuss it again. But
your back?
To finish, I don't care about my back, but the humiliating story where Homie G is explaining to me that I'm too big.
You're too fat to ride on a
and everyone's staring at me because we're all facing. So then I finally snap in.
Even though there's obese people clicking, clicking
I
in
was
all
staring at
you.
this like 15-year-old girl who must have weighed 220, and
That's
she was about
4'10".
Yeah. And I almost said, "What about her?"
Did you get any food by the way when you were there?
No, I was nauseous the whole day. I was almost throwing up from heat exhaustion. It was a grand old time.
When was it? This weekend?
It was. I went Saturday.
It was that hot out there this weekend?
Yeah, 108. But the rides were only $1 a piece. But and they have piglet races, which is really wrong. In the winter,
squealy.
You can bet on them, and the winner gets like a free bacon sandwich or something.
That
like, really?
Makes no sense whatsoever.
But the ride stopped 20 seconds in, and I'm about 50 feet in the air. We all are. And I'm looking down. And Mr. Homie guy,
Chubby Cohen, get off the ride.
Cowan, you son of a bitch, with his handlebar mustache, is from the ground pointing and laughing at me, going, "The ride is stopping because of you, eh?"
Oh, you should have knifed
and the
that
floor, like it opens up so that we can get out, and the floor is closing, and the ride comes to a stop. and then it starts up again. I think he did it just to fuck with
Do you remember the name of the ride?
Wango? I don't know.
The Not for Anderson ride?
The No Fat Andersons Allowed. I don't remember. I can't remember. They have all
that is
really
bad. Yeah. I didn't know you had that back issue, though.
Yeah. We don't know a lot about each other, Mike. Cause
no, we don't.
Talk
it's
about
better
ourselves.
to keep it a secret. We can talk about it on the show until Max tells me that I'm unprofessional to get off the air, and you bring in somebody else.
Is this a deep-rooted fear or on the surface?
Yeah, totally. Of course it is. I want Max to like me, and I want him to think it's entertaining, but I understand that it's not, and it's going to take.
He didn't say anything to the story.
Months.
He said the show sounds good.
No,
Mike
it
sounds
was
weird.
not. It didn't sound good last week. It was really unprofessional, and I was like smirking like through the. It was.
Mike, never here's a tip for you. Never listen to the show.
I'm not going to now. I'm not going to.
Never listen to the show. And drink more. Talk less. Show up later. Leave earlier.
I had a friend who's a comedian. I'm not going to be a name dropper, but this guy's crazy. Like, seriously fucking crazy. Oh, God, I'm sorry he's profanity again. But he's nuts, and he'll call me with these weird favors sometimes, and there's no way in heck he's listening.
Are they sexual?
No, but so this favor was one of his manager's clients was at the Mad Men Emmy party and got a... You know how if you go to like an Emmy party and an Oscar party, they take your picture and they give it to you right then?
No.
Well, like if you go to like one of those parties...
Polaroid?
Yeah, it sort of is, but it's really not. It's a they print it right then, and it's got like the name of the show on the side, and it's like a keepsake.
Oh, it's like the shit they do if you go to Disneyland.
Absolutely, yeah. So
so
this guy's got a picture of him and Julia Armand at the Mad Men party, and they're friends. Sort of.
Is everyone drinking whiskey there?
I don't know, but they're sort of friends. And I can't say someone's a friend, but they're sort of friends. So he decides he's going to do them a big favor, and he takes that one and only picture. And he cuts the border off that says Mad Men on it, and he takes it to get it blown up. It was insane. There was no reason to cut the border off, no reason to take the picture at all, but he did, and he wanted to get it framed and blown up for them, and then he ruined everything, and then he left the original at Staples where he was getting it Xeroxed. So calls me to bail him out, like, complete
So
panic
you
attack.
made up a fake Mad Men?
He sent me the Xeroxed copy from Staples after he had left the original there, after he cut the border off for no friggin' reason. So I have to recreate this thing tomorrow with the border and put Mad Men Emmy party.
Is favors for people for free.
I know, but
That's
some people I
every
love.
Time I talk to Mike, I know, like, what are you doing?
I know.
I can't believe I got roped into this. Second day, I'm not getting paid a dime. I don't want.
Next caller, please.
Tyler, we need to hear most hilarious YouTube comments.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
All
Yeah, what was that about?
So, for whatever reason, I ended up on the music video for Your Love by The Outfield.
Wait, you ended up on that?
Yeah, I'm in the video. No, like I was surfing around and I ended up looking at the video.
You had already looked
You know
at
that song, I don't want to lose your love.
You just couldn't
tonight.
get a hard on YouPorn, so you moved over to...
Someone posted on Facebook. It's not interesting.
Okay.
What's interesting is that I started reading the comments. Everyone's like, oh, they don't make songs like this anymore. But then I came across Shadowfang 2121 4 days ago. He wrote...
This is a little internet thing, like giving a shout out to his brethren. Shadowfang 4151, what up?
What are the odds that guy's listening?
I'm sorry.
He wrote, this song is my favorite, but also a haunting one. This is my twin brother's favorite song, and a mistake by me costed him his life. I'll play it for him and remember the good memories.
Oh my
Love you,
God.
Bob. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
But
hey, we should
there's
call
more.
Shadowfang.
There's more.
Please tell me the next person that posted just completely ripped that guy and shredded
No,
him.
the person after him said, like, I'm really sorry about that.
Can you ask Shadowfang?
Oh, that's not good.
Ask him when he graduated from Hogwarts.
That's not the way that YouTube works. You're supposed to make fun of that person.
And then
Catherine
McCall, 2 days later, she wrote, I'm going to cry at your love because my uncle loves this song and he died because the doctors killed him. And then in all caps, don't go to University Hospital.
Oh my God, this song is an outlet for people who are dead.
Yeah.
Stop listening to it, Tyler.
Hey, why don't you comment and try to make it real serious and say, like, I was listening to the song and my penis got caught in a gear shaft at a factory.
That's not worse than the guy's twin brother and a mistake by him.
It's okay that they died because I bang to the song all the time and create new life. I've knocked up 9 bitches to this song.
Yeah.
New life.
Even though I would never refer to it as a woman.
Yes, I'm going to make a comment. Please tell me how many of you have friends who have died and you love this song, and I will remake life.
I want to speak.
I will bang away.
If you're listening to the show and you happen to know...
I hate when people talk
Shadowfang,
about having sex without a condom.
Or you know how we can get in touch with Shadowfang. please have them call it. What's the number? 1-800-LOVE 191.
What's Shadowfang, dude? There's like thousands. Shadowfang
2121.
Wait, there's more than one Shadowfang?
Sure there is.
I don't know. It's just some guy on YouTube, Mike. Have you ever been on the internet?
Yeah, but I don't understand this Shadowfang idea.
It's his name.
That makes no sense. Like your fangs. What if is that you trying to flashlight your mouth?
Yeah, when you put your fangs up to the moon, they make a shadow.
Do you guys
That's
have
not
like
a shadow. That's a silhouette.
I need a beer.
A silhouette is a shadow. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
How do you make a silhouette?
A shadow is a specific. A shadow is sort of like a shadow is made from light. A light source hitting something, and then that's the outline of it on the ground or on something else. A silhouette is the actual item that's just too dark to actually.
So the shadow is all encompassing.
I have no definition for this.
It's true.
A silhouette and a shadow are not the same.
Light.
Okay, silhouette fang doesn't sound nearly as bad as shadow fang. By the way,
Shadowfang was the very unread Jack
Can you
London
get me
book.
Silhouette Fang 2121 on Yacht?
Have you guys ever had like handles that you use?
God, I hope not.
Apparently, you have love handles because you couldn't go on that ride.
You got the love handles.
I'm always Anderson Cowan. I don't try and come up with any kind of specific...
Anderson Cowan, I always go with Mike Corona. Twitter
because you guys have
Facebook.
names that no one else to take. I've got Tyler White. Every time I do it, it's gone.
That's painful, yeah. A lot of racist guys.
Racist.
Wow, why do we both go there?
Because that's what it is.
White's right in the
name.
No, you know what? Me. But here's the other thing,
too. Isn't it weird when you meet black guys with white as the last name? It's weird.
It's so weird. Freaks me out. I can't even think.
Isn't it weird when you meet black guys?
It's not weird at all. How's that weird?
Isn't it weird when you meet Jewish guys?
Mike Black is a white guy. Lewis Black is a white guy. It doesn't matter.
Very weird.
Oh. Anderson, people are all the same except their skin color's a little different and everything else is different.
Dude, what are you doing? You think you're running for office on this fucking podcast?
No, I was going
to
say that people are totally different and I can't relate to anyone else but totally white people, even though I'm not white. But
what are you, black?
I'm black, but no, I'm kind of a mix, Italian and a bunch of other stuff that's not white.
Moors.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to Serge.
We don't do shout outs, son of a bitch.
Serge was a nice guy, though.
Oh, he's as Tyler said a couple years ago. What'd you say? Disarmingly nice.
Yes, he's disarmingly nice.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hey, I was hoping to ask Serge Tankin a question.
Here, hold on. 310-478-1423, I think is his cell number.
We should cut the last part of that so we don't get sued. More stories. More. What humiliating things happened to you this week, Mike?
It's not even. It's just been. I don't think.
I don't think
that 12:45:40 is the time to bring this up. But you and I are both depressed, and we both feel like losers.
I'm not depressed. Actually, I'm all right.
Well, I am super depressed.
I think that's why I'm okay. I'm always that much better than however. Like if you were all good right now, I'd be bad.
But I just don't. I don't know how to deal with this, and I know other people are depressed, and other people have because I've had no motivation whatsoever for the last 9 or 10 months. I was just telling Dr. Drew this tonight.
Exercise.
Yeah, I haven't done any exercise.
Exercise and eating carrots. You know what's weird is once you start working out a little bit, like just 2-3 days, it becomes a fucking priority. It's really weird how that works. It becomes.
Well, I do feel better because, like, even today I went to Disneyland and I did a couple of laps around the park, and I feel better now because I did that.
Uh-huh.
You know what makes me feel good? Alcohol.
Yeah,
isn't that weird?
That's strange.
Like if I go for a walk, if I walk like 4 or 5 miles around Disneyland, I come home and I have 1 glass of wine. I'm like, life is awesome. Is that a sound of somebody urinating into a wine glass?
You got. I forget. I was about to make fun of your hearing, and that would be terrible to do.
I don't care. Make fun of me all you
want.
I'm going to die anyway.
Your headphones.
Yeah.
We have something kind of cool in here that I never get to use, and it's there's 2 different knobs.
There's radiation in here that's going to kill my tumor.
You get.
Oh, that's
the
really
left and the right, so you can make it sound normal. You should check that right there. Follow the cord down.
Yeah. It actually sounds good now compared to last week. Last week my headphones sounded horrible.
Mike can't hear that well out of one of his ears.
That's all right.
And it's upsetting.
Hey, why don't you just
pass,
Hey, Mike, you should
remember this.
You should intentionally blind yourself, and then your hearing will get better.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing that thing where the old guy snatches my eye out, like in Kill Bill.
Hey, why are all these calls on hold?
I put them on hold so that they'd know what they were listening to, and then we could take the call.
Let's go to some of those babies.
It's like self-screening.
Yeah, but our callers, whoever's calling Loveline at 12:47.
The people in the chat room have been trying to call for like an hour.
Well,
they keep saying, "Take calls,
man. Let's get the
you know what we do? God, there's got to be a way. You know what? How there's got to be a way is we have a screener in here. And actually,
I don't think we need to get a screener necessarily. I think we need to. I think we need to tell the people that actually want to call. Which I honestly, without being, I really appreciate that people want to call and the people that are in the chat room. We should just clear all the calls and let those people call in.
That's what I was going to suggest right now.
I already did that once.
Oh, well, are any of them? All right.
But what if somebody is waiting to chat that we hang up on? That would be rude.
You realize it's just a matter of time before either one, you stop showing up because you continue to listen and you just can't take your own voice anymore, and you become so self.
I'll keep showing up as long as you guys will have me, honestly.
Or two, something's going to happen where Drew's going to become pissed, or Max, the boss, is going to listen, and there's going to be something that's gross negligence on our part.
Yeah,
and or loss.
So you're telling me I should just stop showing up?
No,
first?
I'm just saying it's just a matter of time before this little operation here gets shut down.
Well, why don't we try to make it better?
Come of it.
That's not true.
Oh, no good.
I did like a new name suggestion that we got from the chat room.
I get like 16 new Twitter followers after every show.
The Talk of Shame.
The Talk of Shame.
That's just this week, though.
What? I would like to discuss with
every week
callers about their depression issues and trying to figure out a cure for my depression issue. Besides the cocaine crystal meth cocktail I take every night.
You know what? What's good is you make everyone around you more depressed than you.
Hey, can I tell you something?
And then you feel good.
Have you guys ever tried Ambien?
Is that the one with the butterfly?
Oh my god!
No, it's Lunesta.
So good.
I don't.
It's a sleeping pill.
Care.
And
my new favorite drop.
My tumor doctor asked me if I was anxiety ridden, and it was causing me stress. And he gave me Ambien, but he gave me a very limited supply. So once again, Mike,
let's get into it.
Like the oxycodone. If anybody out there knows where I can get some. I want some more Ambien, and I need some oxycodone.
Let's talk about your
I'm not paying $30 a pill, by the way.
Your possible tumor.
I'll pay double.
Let's talk about your possible tumor.
Twitter me up, Mike Carano. But the Ambien, so here's the deal. I have horrible insomnia, and I'm up till 4:35 in the morning, completely stressed out about nothing that has anything to do with my life, just other people's problems, and it's just completely foolish, and it's just too much thought.
It seems like you only look outward. You don't really look
inward
it's too much thought. You're only thinking about
but the Ambien is fantastic because it's not...
I'm dripping with sarcasm.
But it's not a drowsiness. You take a half an Ambien. I cut I cut them in half so they last longer, and I sleep through the entire night.
Have you ever dropped on the ground and just freaked out? And
I would absolutely pick it up. I would absolutely.
I mean, what if you lied? Like you looked down on the shag rug and you couldn't see it. Would you get down on your hands and knees and search through it?
It's
okay.
It only costs like $30.
That's how I tell if I'm a bad drug addict with certain drugs, is if I do that.
Yeah, I've done that before with other stuff.
I looked for hash, a little piece of hash.
I've never smoked hash. I can't smoke pot.
One night for 3 hours.
Really? What is hash? What is hash? Just
it's
stronger
just like condensed
pot?
THC, pretty much. Yeah, it's the same.
Really? Thing. But is it a better high or is it?
I don't.
All right, let's take a call. Let's take a call.
I'm not persuaded by Nasal Matt's new.
Tyler.
I don't care.
So
we were talking about hash.
Fang Shadow. Is that what his name was, or Shadowfang?
Shadowfang 2121
is important to a lot
The more
of
I'm thinking about that story, the more amazing I think it is that you happen to stumble upon that, and that dude tells this horrible.
Right?
I mean, that's just
And he's gonna go on his brother's favorite song and admit that a mistake he made.
And it's not even.
Twin brother.
It's not.
probably not even real. It's probably Daniel.
No.
There's no way that is fake.
There's no way that's fake.
And there's no punctuation. It's just too strange. No one is that brilliant.
I want to know what he did to kill his brother, and why that cheesy ass song somehow.
I've done more random things on the internet while drunk and sober.
I've never commented on people's videos, but I'm going to tonight. Wolffang 2122. Shadowfang, sorry.
Do you think his twin brother was Shadowfang 21?
Hey, maybe his twin brother. Maybe he killed his twin brother because he liked his girlfriend.
And he's trying to throw everyone off the path by
starting a path.
YouTube.
By starting a rumor. That's how that's how you can tell people who are really bad at crime is they.
Dude, this is gonna be on Unsolved Mysteries. Some investigator is gonna hear our show because we're big with the
Shadowfang killed his twin brother.
All right, let's get some semblance of order here. Let's talk about Mike Toomer. Let's talk about
Mike Toomer. That's a great name for a cat.
Tumor.
No, I don't know if I have a tumor yet. We'll find out after the MRI.
So last I heard,
stay tuned, folks. There's a tease.
Hey, I might have a tumor next week.
Does Mike have a tumor? Tune in next week on the still kind of not named show.
Hey, ask me. Let's pretend like it's next week and ask me how my week's gone.
So, talked to Mike last week on the phone briefly, a couple times. At one point, I was really freaked out because you were talking about how.
But act like it's next Thursday and ask me how my week's been.
How's your week been, Mike? On this next Thursday.
fine. I have a tumor.
Mike, why are you wearing dolphin shorts?
Ask me how my health insurance is.
How's your non-existent health insurance, Mike?
I don't have health insurance.
He sounds like Cartman.
Well, good news, Mike. You're not going to have health much longer, so it won't really matter.
So I was talking to Mike because I know he's going through some S, and actually, he started it up last week on the show. If you're listening, by asking poor Dr. Bruce a bunch of questions. While Dr. Bruce was just trying to score some weed.
Hey, did you notice when we're talking?
Just trying to score some weed.
Did you notice when we're talking to Dr. Bruce,
the ripping and the tearing,
or Dr. Drew, that it's just
ripping and the tearing?
This has to be for all three of us, by the way. If you ever come to one of these guys with a problem, they just brush right over it.
No.
Yes. One night I came in here with my busted ass.
I was here when you did that. And Dr. Drew just touches it and goes, eh.
I go, hey, do you know any good orthopedic surgeons? I got to get my ACL repaired.
Yeah.
He goes, why?
I was here.
Said, because I don't have an ACL and I would like to be active with my knee. Are you an athlete? Well,
I was here.
I'm not a professional athlete, Drew. Well, then why do you want to get it fixed?
I like that from a doctor, though. Usually doctors are like, you must fix everything. Be the bionic man if that's what it takes.
Well, I know
must have every single kind of surgery possible.
I would like to have lateral movement in my knee.
But I'm a hypochondriac for starters, and I came in here one night with a spider bite on my ankle that was swollen up to about the size of a quarter.
Because you're a hypochondriac.
I know, but I showed it to Dr. Drew, and I said, I go, is this something I should get looked at? And he, without even missing a beat, poked it hard with his finger and went, nope. I'm like, how does that? What is there, a sensor in your index finger? I was like, holy smokes, a fucking brown recluse just chomped on me. I'm going to die soon. And you just touched it?
You got a head injury or something?
I think you're okay. Turns out you're all right. I hear heavy breathing. Is that you, Nasal?
The worst one for me ever was, I have a dermatologist that I go to for unrelated and not related to dermatology issues.
Yeah.
I'll just barge in there with, I'm depressed. Oh my god!
Is this a friend of yours?
No, is this
just somebody you saw years ago for an acting?
Years ago, for like 15 years ago, and I go in there when I'm depressed. I go in there when I have the flu, sore throat.
How many
coughing.
doctors do you have?
I have
life that you go by?
3 now, but here's the deal.
Who are they? You counting Dr. Drew?
No, so my main doctor, which is at Cedars, which is the doctor I'm not going to name. So I one day thought I had did I tell this story last week? My genital wart story?
Yeah, you were telling it when you were really not funny.
Yeah, I thought I had a genital wart, and I barged in there and demanded to see the doctor, and they let me in, and I pulled my pants down, and he's like, pull your pants up, you loser, and get out of here. He goes, that's a skin tag. And
it's
it was
also
in my
like sexual assault. He could have had you arrested.
That's not assault. I didn't hit him in the face with my penis.
It's sexual assault.
It's not assault.
That can be considered sexual assault.
No, it's not.
No.
I went to the doctor to get something checked out.
I know, but he's not a penis doctor.
Hey, do you guys think, do you think everyone has different sized pee holes, right? Because I wonder if some people can pee faster than me. Because I time my pee,
whispering.
And it's 20.
Adding a creepy soundtrack to our...
If I have to pee really, really bad, it takes 20 seconds for me to be totally in the clear.
You know who the fastest peer is?
Yeah.
Ever?
Gazelles.
Andy Dick. Gazelles.
Really?
Hey, man, how are you? We're talking to you.
It's not my problem, okay? Sometimes I get a little drunk. A while ago when I was drinking, and when I get drunk, I resort back to being a child, and I wet the bed. And one time, yes, maybe I did pee on my girlfriend. Big effing deal.
He's lying.
Andy Dick. I was at a party with Andy Dick one time, probably 20 years ago, and he would not leave me alone about pot. He's like, I know you have some pot. I'm like, I don't even smoke pot. I don't have any pot. And he hassled me so much about weed that I left him there.
I think someone's masturbating. Whoever's line is open right now, on line 4, we can hear you beating off. What is the deal? Now you're blowing.
That was a weird noise, yeah. Did you sneeze?
Is this Nasal Matt?
Who's Nasal Matt? That's an interesting noise.
Dude, really? All right, I'm done with you. So play Nasal Matt's newest drop for Mike. You know, I jinxed the show.
Does Nasal Matt call into Loveline?
Yeah, regularly. I jinxed the show by saying that the show is going to thrive with no preparation, and that's not the case.
I don't
At least I'm not laughing like I was last week. That's so annoying.
Trying to turn you on to Nasal Matt, and you talked right over his care, which is...
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, there he is.
What's happening?
Nasal!
I've been just sitting here going, what the...
Why are you called Nasal Matt?
I don't
Talk to him for a moment.
Wait, so
Nasal Matt, hello, welcome to our show. This is the first time you've been on our show.
Thanks
You're a
for
regular
calling.
on Loveline, and he's most famous for recently ruining a very popular morning show down in San Diego.
No, that was way months ago in like April or May. And
it's still recent in the big world of radio.
BCALMA canceled it due to ratings.
Yeah. So welcome to the show, the Post Loveline Disaster.
Are you happy with that moniker, Nasal Matt?
It's self.
It's stuck.
Where do you live?
San Diego. I've mentioned 91X so many times, should be obvious.
Mike's Nasal. Let's not get attitude with Mike now.
I'm down there a couple times a week. I live down there.
He's not part of Loveline necessarily.
Okay.
He's part of it.
But I've been to 91X a million times.
You've listened to that?
No, I've been in that studio a million times. I've brought people in there, and they used to give me tickets for every concert they ever did.
Weren't you the one that told the program director to cancel that thing with the kid who did the tech
I've done
news?
a lot of stuff that I regret. Like killing that drifter. No, but I used to go to all the 91X shows. There's pictures of me in the halls at 91X standing on stage with Social Distortion.
This is really uncomfortable, Mike, because I don't like to hear about you going. It's kind of like hearing my girl talk about how she used to bang another dude.
Hey, you want to hear something pathetic?
You're going to a radio station.
There's like a 24 by 36 picture. I don't know if it's even still there. It was like a few years ago of me at 91X on stage with Social Distortion. And I swear to you, without embellishing, I'm wearing the same shirt I'm wearing tonight. That is pathetic. I'm not kidding.
In the same holy underwear.
I'm wearing the same shirt.
Wait, do you realize
I don't care.
Do you realize that was like beyond?
I frankly agree with myself.
Who named you? Who named him Nasal Matt?
I think that was Psycho Mike's doing mainly.
So it's not that old then.
What did they call you on 91X?
On 91X, they just referred to me by my name.
What is that?
Matt?
Steve?
Matt?
Matthew?
Wait, is it Mac or Matt?
Et cetera,
okay,
whatever.
It sounds like that show
was Matt, so they called me Matthew to differentiate.
So here's what got talked about earlier tonight, which you missed, Mike, because when Mike first learned that we're going to start doing this post-show Loveline Disaster show, he said, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna get there. We got to listen to the show the night we're doing it. And I said, well, that's my job. I already do that, Mike. He says, all right, I'm going to get there at 10 o'clock, maybe even before. We're going to be a part of the show, listen to it, know what's going on. So far, we've done it 4 times. He's shown up. Tonight, he showed up at 11:45.
Yeah, but I had to go to Del Taco first.
Big time.
So, Nasal Matt called in earlier tonight, and he was talking about what he did on the 91X morning show, which was he did tech stuff. Which, no, don't go down that road with him. Please don't start talking about techie stuff, because I will kill myself. But Mike, Psycho Mike, the other Mike, the one that Max refers to as the good Mike, he said, you know, what was that, Tyler?
The non-giggling Mike.
Yeah, the non-giggling Mike.
Wait, he compares the two of us, and he's the good Mike?
All the time, yes. He calls you Mike number 1 and Mike number 2.
This is worse than you at the fair.
We're totally kidding about it. But he tells... Mike was saying to Nasal Matt that what he should have been doing on that morning show is doing sports scores or like football wrap-ups, NFL stuff. And Matt didn't quite understand why that would be funny. But Matt did a tech review, which wasn't really funny on the morning show.
What'd you review?
That's the main reason why I got canceled.
It was more of a tech news thing. It was
tech news.
Every week on Thursdays.
And he should have been doing like football.
No, I think tech's more interesting. What do you like, the Leo Laporta 91X?
I actually used to watch Tech TV before the G4 Tech TV merger. So
yeah, but he's much better now than he was on Tech TV.
Kind of lost track of what he's really been doing.
Okay.
Since then, heard some stuff about.
Dude, really? What is that?
Wait,
Tyler?
Matt,
it's the NFL song.
All right, we're going back to the original name. The original name that I came up with, which is the afterbirth Loveline abortion.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wait, what?
Catchy.
I missed that between the drop and the laughing. And
we missed it too because it was blaringly loud in my tumor-laden ears.
You can't hear. I've cured you.
I think you made my tumor worse.
I don't know why.
It's a tumor. God.
Go ahead. Talk more about Leo Laporte. We're all riveted.
All I said was...
Let's tell another 9-minute story about you not fitting on the fair ride, Fatso.
We've been doing stuff from like...
Hey, I was kidding, by the way.
TV and just... I don't even know.
Forgive me, Anderson.
Smoke more blunts.
Tyler, it's tough unraveling the show. Unraveling the show. So, Matt, what did you have a purpose of calling, or is it just so you can type in the on the Facebook chat room that, hey, look?
I'm just calling because, hey,
which part of San Diego do you live in?
In the after show, it's just first time listening to the after show. Think it's something to listen to.
Which part of San Diego do you listen to? I mean, do you live in?
What's that?
Which part of San Diego do you live in?
Ocean Beach, the good part.
Which part is that?
Such an elitist, this man.
Ocean Beach, Newport Avenue.
No, I know where it's at. I live in Pacific Beach, but I don't know where the good part of Ocean Beach is. It all seems like a crap hole to me.
I just said it's the little slice of Woodstock Nation plus hobos.
Got it. How long have you lived there?
2 years.
Man, I want to break it down real quick.
Do you know my brother, David Corano?
He's 17 years old.
I guess you don't.
I hope that he doesn't know your brother.
He's played in a million bands down there.
Matt,
said Winston's a lot.
Real close with your mom?
What was that?
Are you real close with your mom?
No comment.
That means very close. Do you still breastfeed with her?
This is why I said no comment. I knew that you were going to take some sort of perverted direction.
No, it's not perverted. I'm just wondering if that's where you get your nourishment. I have this strong feeling that you have a very strong.
Wait, you're only 17?
Yeah, I'm 17.
And you're living in Ocean Beach?
Yeah.
With his parents, dude. He's not living there like balling.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. What do you get off on besides tech stuff? What other interests do you got?
Well, I participate in flag football at school.
Yeah. See, you like football.
Tech stuff's better than that, though.
Not like NFL, all that.
Now, who do you think is going to win this, Tyler? I need this to be clean.
I definitely think we're going to get sued for using that.
Yeah, I know. That's like the one sound.
Not sued necessarily, but
cease and desist.
I don't want to upset Max.
Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I know I'm not in charge of this stuff, but cue the drop.
What?
I don't know. I didn't hear what you said either.
He says he knows he's not in charge of stuff, but cue the drop.
I don't care.
That was the answer he gave earlier tonight.
That's a good answer,
this is
though.
too
I don't care
self-referential. We should not be talking about love language.
I think the tech stuff's more interesting than the football stuff, by the way.
I agree.
I don't know what your problem with Leo Laporte is, though.
I don't have a problem with him. I'm just saying that I didn't really follow what he did after the whole G4 Tech TV thing.
Okay, so Matt,
Leo Laporte.
So you're into tech, but you don't follow the most successful podcaster on the planet?
Next caller, please. Podcasts really are. I tried doing a few podcasts a few times.
Oh, bitter, Matt.
Do you have any idea how much Leo Laporte?
Get the news is to actually pay attention.
Do you have any idea how much Leo Laporte nets on his podcast?
Oh my God, Mike! Not again. I can't do this again. I don't want to hear about his 6 fucking figures.
Okay. He makes more money than he ever would on TV.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. Thanks for supporting the show. I'm glad that you find it something to listen to.
OB's not that bad, by the way. I like
Ocean Beach and
Love Line for Life, After Show for Life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Stop suckling on your mom's breast.
Hope you get that nasal problem fixed.
To listen to.
It's something.
He's right.
To listen to.
He's right. I suck.
Oh my God. Hey, calling about Mike Corano sucking.
Is there a delay on this show?
No. This is how dumb people are, though.
No, I don't think they're dumb. Maybe this person fell asleep. How do you know they're on for 10 minutes?
Because I've been watching the lines, and I can see if they're...
Hello?
Been listening to us, now they're going to ask for Drew
Wake up.
Or Serge.
Hey, Shadowfang's on line 4.
No way. Go to Shadowfang.
Mike thinks like the internet is consists of 20 people.
He's like Drew.
Here's what I want. Here's the conversation I want to hear. Hey, Shadowfang, you're on the air. What's happening, guys? It's Shadowfang.
You know what we need is we need people to call up with topics to discuss.
Good idea.
Because I'm worldly. I know everything.
And I can talk about anything even though I don't know anything.
Bill Burr's got a show.
Bill Burr's fantastic.
I'm so obsessed with Bill Burr.
Fantastic.
But he's got a show on XM with his buddy Joe Rosa. Yeah. Once a month or something. And it's called Uninformed. And listen to how great this idea is. You're going to be jealous of this idea. It's called Uninformed. And it's like an hour-long show. The first half hour, it's just he and Joe DeRosa, let's say Satanism. They're talking about Satanism and everything that they know.
Do they have a set topic every week, every show?
Every show. And Satanism's the topic. So they're just sitting there talking about everything that they know of Satanism and what Satanism is. And then the second half of the show, they have an actual person who has a scholar on the matter at hand, and they school them and they tell them everything that they were wrong about.
Does the person listen to the first half hour?
Yeah, they're sitting out there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What a great idea. I've never heard it. I've never heard this show because I don't have XM. I don't believe in Sirius or whatever.
We got to find it and see if it's online.
I don't believe in that satellite radio. See,
people love it.
Yeah,
that Bill Burr is pretty friggin' funny.
Bill Burr is phenomenal.
Yeah,
hey,
I agree.
You're on the air. If you can hear this, say hi.
Hi.
When I say you're on the air, I use that very loosely.
Hey, can we only take calls from girls, by the way? Is there any way we can make that happen?
Hey there.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
What's your name, little lady?
Serge, a question.
Oh, yeah, of course, right away. How can you be sitting there on hold for 10 minutes and think that Serge is... How can you...
And not wondering where Dr. Drew is or where Rudy is, because Rudy's here.
Let's take another call.
Are you another one?
Can I push the call button?
This is it.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, finally.
You have a question or a problem?
Yeah, I have a question. I recently found out that I'm pregnant. I've been on opiates for about 10 years for chronic pain, and I wanted to know about how it would be affecting my developing fetus. I've been told by a doctor the only thing I'd have to worry about is...
doctor? Oh, a doctor, okay.
A doctor. A doctor that the only thing I'd have to worry about would be my child going through withdrawals at birth. Well, that's a big thing to me.
Is it heroin?
No, it's...
No, it's oxycodone and Norco.
Oh, my God, I was just putting on a call for some of that tonight.
Well, she has it.
Wow.
She has it. This is not a... If you're listening on online, the streaming Loveline after abortion, whatever the show's called. What's it called?
This is the Loveline after show.
Wait, what's your name?
After show,
we don't have a doctor, so we can't really answer your question.
Please call us right
now. You know what? No, I was in the car and then I came in the house and I've been just trying to get through for like...
Are you married?
No, well, I live with my partner. We've been together for...
But it's the same, but the dude you live with got you pregnant, right?
a partner.
Yeah.
Let's go back to partner.
So your partner is probably on drugs too, right?
No.
So you're hiding it for 10 years?
No, I'm not hiding anything. These are prescriptions. No, yeah.
She's been prescribed for something that happened.
But I'm trying to just get an idea as to whether you're like strung out on these drugs or you're just taking them.
No, I take them for chronic pain. I take them as prescribed for chronic pain.
Here's what Drew would say.
But you're taking a higher dose than you're supposed to take every day, right?
No.
Wow.
I take 80 milligram tablets.
Hey,
listen, you're totally strung out on medication.
That was such a great silence where neither one of us
really was.
Neither one of us have an answer for anything. It's just, what? You're taking drugs? Silence for 5 seconds.
She's pregnant.
We're like two guys that have no business answering questions about anybody's well-being or drug abuse. Oh my gosh, we have no right to be here.
We could easily turn this call into the one that I was foreseen to be the one that puts us off the show. With the show no longer. We could easily take it down that road. But
you should really go talk to a doctor.
You should talk to a doctor. You should not go to sash.net. Sash.net will not help.
I thought I was holding to talk to Dr. Drew, so I apologize.
No, don't apologize.
Don't apologize. Just call back on Sunday.
Sunday. But Drew's going to yell at you. I'm just going to warn you right now, okay? Drew's going to yell at you. He's going to yell about your doctor. Yeah. That's the only thing that could be affecting the baby. And it's going to be some tough love. But I think you actually need it.
But so please go talk to a doctor, like, in person,
I'm not going to beg you, but yeah, you should not be pregnant taking that amount of medication.
No, I mean, this is
and your doctor is criminal.
Yes, they know that I'm pregnant. They are prescribing it because my chronic pain is, they think, I've been told.
What is that? Just for the sake of knowing, where is the chronic pain? Is it your back?
It's my back.
Oh, of course it's the back. Shocking that I don't know that. All right, please call back Sunday. You do need some help. You need some little tough love from Drew.
Thanks.
Okay? All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Mike, here's what happens with that is, and I don't know how it didn't occur with me. I guess maybe it has because I drink a lot. But your back pain will actually increase if you stop doing the medication. Or
wait, if you start and then stop?
But your back pain, if you continue the medication, your back pain actually gets worse, so you up the dose because it's your brain lying to you so that you get more drugs in your system.
I have
back
pain too, but my back pain normally comes if I sleep in one position for too long, and I think it's muscles. I don't think it's like a pain. I think it's soreness because my bed is uncomfortable.
Or it could be your drug addict riddled mind saying,
no, but my
please
bed,
give me drugs.
I'm not a drug addict.
But your brain, I know, I'm kidding. Your brain actually creates, drug addicts' brains create pain that's not there, phantom pain, so that it gets the opiates.
But what I'm saying is, for me, I find my mattress to be very uncomfortable, which is why if I sleep too long, my back really hurts. And I imagine if people had that same pain every single day, I would want to take painkillers as well.
We have 2.5 minutes here.
Hey, real quick, James in the chat room has a question for Serge.
You gotta be kidding me.
He's being funny. He's being funny.
Thanks, James. Why don't we take his call?
We have 2.5 minutes to talk.
Okay.
Less than that to talk about the. What do you think the validity is of these statements that these goddamn mattress sellers are doing lately? Their newest one, which is, after 8 years, your mattress doubles in weight.
My God.
From dead skin and bed bugs.
By the way, that commercial.
Do you really think that's real?
That
do you think that you can take your mattress, your brand new mattress, put it on the scale, and it's like 50 pounds?
I'm going to
8
throw
years
up.
later, 100 pounds because it's so infested with bed bugs?
I heard that ad, and all I did was obsess on that for an entire day. I'm like, no matter what happens,
to people like you.
I need a new mattress in my house before I go to bed tonight. I am not sleeping on this disgusting, oil-drenched, dead skin, soaked mattress. 8 years, it gains how many pounds was it? It was crazy.
What's next? Have you seen the original Hellraiser?
No.
Great movie. Go out and watch it. I don't think you'd like it.
Does that have something to do with heavy, sweaty beds?
No,
it has to do with
they
would get homeless because they needed to collect blood to bring this guy back from the dead.
Yeah.
They would get homeless
that commercial
guys who thought bugs were crawling over them, put them on a mattress.
Can I tell you this much?
Here's a straight razor, kill all the bugs that are on you. And the homeless guy would start just slashing himself. It was one of the most disgusting, disturbing things I've ever seen.
By the way,
and the blood would just drench into the mattress. And I can see that's where the mattress companies are going next.
Yeah.
They're going to take clips from that movie and say, this is what your mattress looks like. You must buy a new one.
Are the new,
or else Frank will be people who love Hellraiser.
Mattress companies are the new car dealerships from the 70s, where they're the cheesy salespeople and they're trying any approach. They have the super gay dude in the little costume that's all around LA, the mattress guy, and then they have the other guy. It's free. Your mattress is free.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
And then they have the scare Mike Carano ads, which is, hey, did you know your mattress is full of snakes? My God, I need a new mattress. My mattress has snakes.
What about Nick, who can't say no?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, music out.
God, I hope this was better than last week.
This was probably a lot worse than last week. I promise. It's a lot worse than last week. And I like how we both got so energetic right in the last. We got 2 minutes. Let's talk.
I know. God. Thank you for listening. If you sat through this entire show.
That one girl was so far. She was the best caller. Just saying, sorry. You know what? I called for Dr. Drew to talk about my drug-infected baby. I'm sorry that I called you. My baby is on drugs.
Good night, everybody.
My phone number is 310-995.
The ripping and the tearing, 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 the ripping and the tearing.
There's something I should tell you.